Welcome back to Martial Mastery Media. Today, we're going to delve deep into the history of Okinawan Karate, one of the most influential martial arts in the world. From its ancient roots in Okinawa to its spread across the globe, Okinawan Karate has a rich history filled with cultural exchanges, adaptation, and evolution. Whether you're a karate practitioner or just a fan of martial arts history, this video is going to take you on an exciting journey. Let's get started. The early roots of Okinawan martial arts. Our story begins on the island of Okinawa, part of the Ryukyu Islands, which are strategically located between Japan, China, and Southeast Asia. This location made Okinawa a hub for cultural and trade exchanges, which played a crucial role in the development of its martial arts. Before karate as we know it came into existence, the Okinawans practiced a native form of fighting known as te, meaning hand. This indigenous martial art was primarily a system of self-defense that focused on striking, joint locks, and grappling techniques. However, the art of te was relatively basic and unrefined, mostly consisting of straightforward combat techniques. The real transformation began in the 14th century when Okinawa established strong trade and diplomatic relations with China, particularly with the Ming dynasty. This exchange led to the introduction of Chinese martial arts to Okinawa, which began to influence the local te practices. Chinese influence and the birth of Toad, one of the most significant influences, came from the Chinese martial art of Fujian White Crane, as well as other styles from southern China. These systems introduced sophisticated techniques, such as complex hand strikes, intricate footwork, and the use of forms or katas. These Chinese influences began to blend with the local te, giving rise to a more structured and versatile system. This blending of Chinese martial arts with Okinawan te led to the development of what was initially known as Toad or Tang Te, which translates to China hand. The term Toad reflected the Chinese influence on the Okinawan fighting style, which by this time was evolving into a distinct martial art. The Satsuma invasion and the weapons ban. A major turning point in the history of Okinawan karate came in the early 17th century when the Satsuma clan from Kyushu, Japan, invaded Okinawa and established their control over the Ryukyu kingdom. The Satsuma imposed a strict weapons ban on the Okinawans, forbidding the possession of swords and other traditional weapons. This ban forced the Okinawans to adapt their martial arts even further, placing a greater emphasis on unarmed combat. It also led to the development of kabuto, the Okinawan art of using farming tools as weapons, such as the nunchaku, originally a rice flail, and the sai, a farming implement. However, the focus remained on refining hand-to-hand combat techniques, which became more sophisticated and practical for self-defense in a weaponless society. Development of Okinawan karate, shuri te, naha te, and tamari te. By the 18th and 19th centuries, Okinawan martial arts had evolved into three primary styles, each named after the region where they were practiced. Shuri te. Practiced in the former royal capital of Shuri, this style was heavily influenced by the martial arts of the Chinese military and focused on quick, linear movements. Shuri te emphasized powerful strikes, agility, and speed, and it laid the groundwork for what would later become Shotokan karate. Naha te. Originating from the port city of Naha, this style was influenced by Chinese internal martial arts, such as Tai Chi and forms of southern Chinese Kung Fu. Naha te was characterized by deep stances, strong breathing techniques, known as ibuki, and circular movements. This style later gave birth to Goju Ryu karate. Tamari te. A synthesis of the techniques found in both shuri te and naha te, tamari te was practiced in the village of Tamari. It incorporated both hard and soft techniques, blending fast strikes with fluid movements. Tamari te contributed to the development of Shito Ryu karate. These styles were taught secretly, often in small groups or even in private homes, due to the continued ban on martial arts practice imposed by the Satsuma rulers. Despite these restrictions, Okinawan karate continued to develop, with each style refining its techniques and philosophies. The modernization and spread of karate to Japan in the early 20th century marked a significant shift in the history of Okinawan karate. By this time, Okinawan martial artists began to share their art more openly, and karate started to gain recognition outside the island. One of the most pivotal figures in this movement was Gichin Funakoshi, an Okinawan schoolteacher who is often credited with introducing karate to mainland Japan. In 1922, Funakoshi was invited to Tokyo by the Japanese Ministry of Education to demonstrate karate. His performance impressed many, leading to a rapid rise in interest among the Japanese. Funakoshi decided to stay in Tokyo, where he began teaching karate and working to integrate it into Japanese culture. To make karate more palatable to the Japanese, Funakoshi made several changes, including the adoption of the Japanese kanji for karate, which he reinterpreted as empty hand instead of China hand. This change helped to dissociate the art from its Chinese roots and made it more appealing to the Japanese population, who were experiencing a period of intense nationalism. Funakoshi also helped standardize karate, introducing a uniform training system and formalizing the practice of katas. His efforts led to the establishment of Shotokan karate, one of the most widely practiced styles in the world today. Global spread and evolution of Okinawan karate. Following World War II, karate spread rapidly across the globe, largely due to the presence of American soldiers stationed in Japan and Okinawa. Many of these soldiers learned karate during their service and brought it back to the United States, where it quickly gained popularity. The spread of karate to the West also led to the creation of numerous karate organizations and the development of competitive karate, which emphasized sport aspects such as point sparring. However, even as karate spread and evolved into various forms worldwide, the traditional styles of Okinawan karate continued to thrive. Okinawa remains a center of karate culture, with many practitioners making pilgrimages to the island to train with masters who maintain the art's traditional techniques and philosophies. Okinawan karate is not just a set of physical techniques, it's deeply rooted in a philosophy that emphasizes respect, humility, and the pursuit of self-improvement. These values have helped Okinawan karate maintain its integrity and continue to attract students from all over the world. In conclusion, the history of Okinawan karate is a story of resilience, adaptation, and cultural fusion. From its early roots as a blend of local fighting techniques and Chinese martial arts to its spread across the world, Okinawan karate has had a profound impact on martial arts history. Today, it continues to be practiced by millions of people who are drawn to its powerful techniques and its emphasis on character development. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the history of Okinawan karate, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Martial Mastery Media. And hit that notification bell for more martial arts history and insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.